Hey guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel. And again, sadly, not a exciting fun video where I'm doing something stupid with my car or one of my friend's cars, because my Z4 sadly is still poorly. In the last video I went to the garage and they identified that the MAF sensor was most probably the issue, so I ordered a couple of MAF sensors just because if one of them didn't work I could try the other. First one actually ended up coming yesterday and I fitted it. However, I'm still, if anything, the car's even running worse. So yeah, back to square one really. I've got another MAF sensor that's arrived today, so I'm gonna try fitting that one because it's I think a slightly better part. But then after that, I don't really know what the issue is. So I think if this doesn't work with the MAF, I will probably read the codes again. But then I'm going to check the DISA valve because a lot of you have told me about that and said it's worth checking anyway. So I'll check the DISA valve. Yeah, and then after that, I actually don't know what the issue could be. I think it will be back to a garage at that point, which is a little bit worrying because I really don't want to spend too much money. But the other thing I've been reading about is the burnt exhaust valve, cylinder. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to start doing some checks now, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Right everybody, so my apologies in advance. That is fine. My apologies in advance. It's kind of proving tricky to film this sort of stuff because I actually just want to get in there and sort it. I've just pulled out my DISA valve. So that's this guy here. And it's very, I'll tell you what, let me turn this around. The actual component here, I think this is the valve, is very, very playful. If you can see, I literally just, it's hard to show now because I'm only using one hand, but this is all over the place. So I don't know if that is meant to be like that or not. This pin at the top luckily is still there, but you can see it's loose. So yeah, that's just come out of there. I've just asked you guys on Instagram if this could be my issue and if I need to get a replacement. But yeah, anyway, I've just pulled that out. A lot of you guys have been suggesting vacuum leaks, especially from this pipe in particular here. I've had a look. It's absolutely fine. There's no splits in this at all. Likewise with this intake boot, and you know everything's sealed properly. And yeah, all of my hoses and stuff seemed absolutely fine. So I don't think it's a vacuum leak. The MAF sensor probably does need replacing anyway. However, it didn't help the situation when I replaced it yesterday. But that potentially could be because of this. So I'm hoping that this is the issue. I can replace the DISA. Everything's buck up, but we'll find out. Right then guys, so I have now jumped in my dad's car. Lots of you have been asking for my dad. Here he is. Hello. Oh yeah. It's his birthday today and he's very, very kindly we've been on the phone actually, so we found the DISA valve to be, as you saw, it's clearly broken. Whether or not that is my only issue that's causing the troubles with my engine, or if it's just one of many, I don't know. But amazingly, today is Saturday and we have found a BMW dealership within 20 miles that has got the DISA valve part I need. So we're on our way now to go and pick that up. And obviously, as soon as we get back, I'm going to be fitting that new DISA valve and seeing what difference it makes to the engine. So fingers crossed this is the issue, but we'll find out. Right, here we are. We're back in my dad's Z4, almost at home. We've picked up a DISA valve. So amazingly, yeah, like I say, BMW in Cobham had one of these. So I've just paid for this. It was around 250 quid. But I mean, that's what it is. Lots of you guys were saying do not bother getting a knockoff part because it is such a critical component. You want something that you know is going to work. So we've got the DISA valve, so we'll go home now and fit it, and fingers crossed guys, that is what's the issue. I don't think it is. I've not got any good expectations. I think there's probably a few other problems that will need sorting as well. But yeah, let's at least fit this DISA valve and see what happens. Right then, ladies and gents, so we've got the old DISA valve here, and I'm just going to put that on the engine there. And then we've got a new one just here in this box. So, fingers crossed, this is the solution to all of my issues. And here is the brand new DISA valve from BMW. So, as you can see, there is no play in that at all, and completely clean. This vacuum hole here is clear. So yeah, I guess all there is really to do is fit the new one and see what difference it makes. Before I fit the new DISA valve, guys, I thought I'd just show you this. So I don't know if you remember from earlier, but turning this valve here has absolutely, I'll just zoom in on that for you. This component here should move, and turning this valve has absolutely zero effect on it. So that is completely broken. It was only a matter of time before there was some sort of catastrophic failure with my engine, having that in the car. Whereas this brand new part, if you turn the valve there, you can see it's, yeah, and that's really hard to turn as well. Yeah, you have to apply some force, but look at that. And then this, oh, ladies and gentlemen, big update. I'm really sorry that I just, like, this video is probably a complete mess, as with most of my videos if you've been watching for a while. I think I fixed it. I dare say it, because, you know, you don't want to touch wood, you don't want to jinx anything, but I think the problem was the DISA valve. So wherever we were up to last time I spoke to you, I think we just come back from the DISA valve. We just come back from BMW picking up the new part, and I was showing you how badly damaged. It was completely and utterly beyond recognition, that DISA valve that was in this car. I was showing you that, and my camera cut out. However, I was just so keen to get it all, you know, done. I just put my camera back in charge and carried on. But what's happened since is we fitted the new DISA valve, we put everything back, we put the original MAF sensor back in. I thought it was that originally. And yeah, I mean, fingers crossed it's fine now, but I just took it out for a little drive and it was running like a treat, honestly. There was no rough idle, nothing. So I'm gonna start it again now. Yeah, it's running beautifully. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and get the car cleaned, because I've been putting my grubby hands all over it for the past few days, and it deserves itself a little bath, and it just gives me a little chance to go and drive it again. So yeah, my engine warning light is still on, but from what I've read in the forums, etc., that is a fairly normal thing. It's a fairly normal thing for the engine warning light to stay on for another 50 miles or so. So I'll keep my eye on that, hopefully it goes off. Just quickly, this light here, that's my handbrake light, but tons of you are always saying, oh no, you've got an orange light, what is it? Just quickly to clarify, that is my brake warning light. So when I had my car serviced, my front brakes got done, but my rear brakes also needed doing. Purely for costs, I didn't do them at that time. So MOT's coming up soon, I'll get the rear brakes done then. That's what that light is anyway. But yeah, needless to say, guys, I'm like quite excited in a non-arrogant way. I'm really pleased with myself that I've managed to do that. I'm like so mechanically unminded, if that's even a word. Like, I have never like done anything to my own car. But yeah, like, I've been fiddling around with bloody engine components all of a sudden, and I feel like I've managed to fix something. Now, obviously, none of that would have been possible without your guys' input. Honestly, I've had so many YouTube comments, and also I've been doing lots of stories on Instagram asking you guys questions. I've had so many DMs and YouTube comments. I don't think I've actually read through all of them, and I don't think I've had time to read through all of them and to respond to all of you. But yeah, like, if I haven't responded to you, I probably have read it, and thank you so much. And for those of you that I've been talking to and that have really been helping, I mean, I can't thank you enough. Honestly, it's
It's quite incredible, this social media thing, isn't it? And obviously, yes, it's a very niche topic that I've been filming videos about my Z4 engine and its components. It's very niche, but there is still, you know, thousands of you guys watching and engaging on a daily basis, and that is quite remarkable. And I honestly think without that, I would have had to spend a lot more money in a garage paying labour, while they took a while to identify what I managed to identify. So I hope all of that makes sense. In other words, thank you so much. It's been amazing. Yeah. The other thing I was going to say as well, because obviously I didn't film sort of fitting the DISA valve today, and I haven't really filmed much of the really technical stuff. I know there are already videos out there because I have been watching them, obviously. But if you would be interested in me filming a how to fit a DISA valve, how to check your DISA valve, how to check your vacuums, pipes for leaks. If you want me to film any sort of how-to videos, I think I would be definitely more up for that now that I know what all the bits are in there and what they do and how to take them apart and stuff. I would, yeah, I'd be like, if you guys wanted to see it, and you know, I know there's already videos out there, but if you wanted to see it from me, I'd be totally up for filming a couple of those videos. It's a bit off what I normally do. But yeah, like for sure, like if you guys want to see that, I'd be totally up for doing that. And yeah, for those of you, you're probably not watching if this applies to you, but if you're here for the normal exciting and stupid content and driving my cars and other people's cars, that will be resuming. Now that I've got a car, this is my only car, now that I've got a vehicle to get around in, daily service shall resume. So I think next weekend, sadly I was meant to be at Santa Pod today, but obviously couldn't make it today for that. Next weekend I think I am going with my friend Louis, who you all know, to one of his experience days. He's like driving a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, GTR, all of that sort of good stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go along with him for that, and we'll check that out. I think that's the plan next week. And also, let me announce it now, I am going to Los Angeles and well, I'm going to LA in a couple of weeks, right at the very start of November, and I've hired a V8 Mustang. I'm going to be spending 2 or 3 days in LA, and then I'm doing a road trip over to Vegas and then down to Phoenix in Arizona. So that's obviously tremendously exciting, and now that this car is fixed, I can start to think about that and talk to you guys a bit more about what I'm going to be doing out there as well. But yeah, okay, that's been more than enough waffle. So thank you so much for watching this, guys. Thank you so much for all of your continued support and your masses of help with this issue I've just had. Obviously, like I said, I'm not gonna jinx it. You know, I could drive to the car wash now and it blows up, but fingers crossed, the DISA valve was the issue, and together we've managed to fix it. So I'll keep you guys posted, of course. If you're not on Instagram, go over to my Instagram, it's Joel W. I'm keeping you updated there all the time and as it happens in real time. But yeah, like I say, normal videos shall resume now that I have a car back. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you very, very soon.